My beloved child, I need you to pause everything you're doing right now and listen to what I'm about to tell you. These words are not random. They are not coincidence. You are hearing this message because I have something very important to reveal to your heart today. I see you. I see you in ways that no one else does. I see you when you wake up in the morning feeling like you have to prove your worth to the world. I see you when you look in the mirror and struggle to find value in what you see. I see you when you're surrounded by people yet feel completely alone. I see you when you wonder if anyone truly cares about your pain, your dreams, your fears. You have been carrying burdens that were never meant for you to carry alone. You have been fighting battles that have left you exhausted and wondering if you have any strength left. You have been questioning your purpose, your value, your very existence. But I want you to know something that will change everything about how you see yourself and your life. You were chosen by heaven. Not because you earned it. Not because you were perfect. Not because you had it all figured out. You were chosen because I saw something in you that the world overlooks. I saw something in you that you don't even see in yourself yet. Before you took your first breath, before your heart beat its first beat, before you opened your eyes to this world, I knew you. I knew your name. I knew your face. I knew your voice. I knew every dream that would fill your heart and every tear that would fall from your eyes. And in that moment of knowing you completely, I chose you. I chose you when others would have passed you by. I chose you when others would have said you weren't good enough. I chose you when others would have focused on your flaws and failures. I chose you because I don't see you the way the world sees you. I see you through the eyes of perfect love. Do you remember feeling different? Do you remember sensing that there was something more to your life than what you could see? That feeling wasn't your imagination. That was me, calling to your spirit, reminding you that you belong to something greater than this temporary world. The world may have told you that you're not smart enough, not talented enough, not beautiful enough, not successful enough. The world may have made you feel like you have to compete and fight for scraps of attention and approval. But I want you to know that their opinions about you are not my opinions about you. When I look at you, I don't see your mistakes. I see your potential. When I look at you, I don't see your failures. I see your future. When I look at you, I don't see someone who is lacking. I see someone who is perfectly designed for the plan I have for their life. You were not an accident. You were not a mistake. You were not born into the wrong family or the wrong circumstances. Everything about your life, even the difficult parts, has been woven together to prepare you for this moment when you would finally understand who you really are. I chose you because I needed someone with your exact combination of experiences, your exact heart, your exact way of seeing the world. I chose you because there are people in this world who need what only you can give them. I chose you because there are problems in this world that only you can solve. I chose you because there are hearts in this world that only you can touch. The pain you've experienced wasn't wasted. The struggles you faced weren't meaningless. The times you felt broken and lost weren't signs that you were rejected. They were preparation for the calling on your life. They were shaping you into the person I need you to be. I know you've wondered why certain things happened to you. I know you've questioned why you had to go through experiences that seemed so unfair. I know you've felt angry and confused about the path your life has taken. But I want you to understand that I was there through every moment of your pain, collecting every tear, catching every broken piece of your heart. I was preparing you for greatness. I was building character in you that cannot be developed any other way. I was teaching you compassion that can only come from having walked through darkness yourself. I was giving you a story that would one day become someone else's lifeline. You see, being chosen by heaven doesn't mean your life will be easy. It means your life will be meaningful. It means that even in the midst of storms, you will have purpose. It means that even when things don't make sense, you will have hope. It means that even when you feel weak, you will have strength that comes from beyond yourself. I chose you because I saw that you would not give up. I saw that even when everything around you was falling apart, there would be something deep inside you that would keep fighting. I saw that you would hold on to hope even when hope seemed impossible. I saw that you would choose love even when you had been hurt. I saw that you would choose to believe even when you had been disappointed. The world looks at external things. The world looks at what you have accomplished, what you own, what you look like, who you know. But I look at the heart. I look at the spirit. I look at the courage inside you that refuses to quit. I look at the love inside you that keeps reaching out even when you've been rejected. I look at the faith inside you that keeps believing for better days. That's why I chose you. Not because you were perfect, but because you were real. Not because you had it all together, but because you were willing to be broken so that my light could shine through the cracks. Not because you were the strongest, but because you were willing to admit your weakness and let me be your strength. I chose you because I knew that when you finally understood who you really are, you would help others understand who they really are. I chose you because I knew that when you finally discovered your worth, you would help others discover their worth. I chose you because I knew that when you finally found your purpose, you would help others find their purpose. Every person you meet, every conversation you have, every smile you share, every act of kindness you show, every prayer you pray, every word of encouragement you speak, all of it matters. All of it is part of the reason you were chosen. All of it is part of the plan I have for your life. You may not feel chosen right now. You may feel forgotten, overlooked, abandoned. But feelings are not facts. The truth is that your name is written in my book. The truth is that your life has divine purpose. The truth is that you are deeply loved, completely accepted, and perfectly positioned for the destiny I have prepared for you. I chose you before you knew to choose me. I loved you before you knew to love me. I had plans for you before you knew to have plans for yourself. And nothing you have done or failed to do has changed my mind about you. The enemy of your soul wants you to believe that you are ordinary. He wants you to believe that your life doesn't matter. He wants you to believe that you are just taking up space in this world. But I am here to tell you that every lie he has whispered to you is about to be exposed by the truth of who you really are. You are chosen. You are set apart. You are appointed for a purpose that only you can fulfill. The gifts inside you are not accidents. The dreams in your heart are not random. The compassion you feel for others is not coincidence. All of it is evidence that you have been chosen by heaven for something beautiful and significant. I know there are days when you feel invisible, when you wonder if anyone would notice if you weren't here. But I want you to know that you have never been invisible to me. I have watched every step you've taken. I have heard every prayer you've whispered. I have seen every tear you've cried in secret. And through it all, I have been preparing you for this moment when you would finally understand that you are not just surviving, you are being prepared to thrive. Your past does not disqualify you from your future. Your mistakes do not cancel out your calling. Your failures do not remove your favor. You are still chosen. You are still loved. You are still destined for greatness. I am speaking to your heart right now because it's time for you to stop living like you are just getting by. It's time for you to stop believing that you are just ordinary. It's time for you to stop accepting less than what I have planned for you. It's time for you to wake up to the reality that you are a chosen child of the Most High God. Can you feel it? Can you feel something shifting in your spirit as you hear these words? That's me, confirming in your heart what I am speaking to your mind. You are chosen. You are special. You are loved beyond measure. And your life is about to change in ways you never imagined possible. This is just the beginning. This is just the first step in your journey of discovering who you really are and why you are here. But I needed you to know this truth first. You are not an accident. You are not a mistake. You are not forgotten. You are chosen by heaven, and that changes everything. My precious child, now that you know you were chosen, your heart is probably asking the question that every chosen one asks. Why me? Why was I chosen? What could you possibly see in me that would make you select me for something special? I want to reveal to you today the beautiful truth about why you were chosen. It wasn't random. It wasn't a mistake. It wasn't because there was no one else available. You were chosen with intention, with purpose, with divine design that is so perfect it will take your breath away when you finally understand it. I chose you because of your heart. Not the heart that beats in your chest, but the heart that beats in your spirit. I chose you because even when you have been hurt, betrayed, disappointed, and broken, your heart still has the capacity to love. I chose you because even when the world has been cruel to you, you still have kindness inside you. I chose you because even when you have been rejected, you still have compassion for others who are hurting. Do you see what I see? Do you understand how rare that is? Most people, when they are wounded, they wound others. Most people, when they are rejected, they reject others. Most people, when they are treated unfairly, they become bitter and angry. But not you. You chose to remain soft. You chose to keep your heart open. You chose to love anyway. That's why I chose you. Because I knew that when I poured my love into you, you would pour it out to others. I knew that when I healed your heart, you would become a healer for other broken hearts. I knew that when I restored your hope, you would become a source of hope for those who have lost their way. I chose you because of your struggles. I know that sounds strange. I know the world has taught you to be ashamed of your struggles, to hide them, to pretend they don't exist. But I want you to understand something that will revolutionize how you see your past. Your struggles were not punishments. They were preparations. They were not curses. They were classrooms. They were not evidence that you were rejected. They were evidence that you were being prepared for something extraordinary. Every battle you have fought has built warrior strength in you. Every mountain you have climbed has developed endurance in you. Every storm you have weathered has created unshakable faith in you. Every time you got back up when you were knocked down, you were proving that you have the heart of a champion. I chose you because I needed someone who understood pain, so they could comfort others in pain. I chose you because I needed someone who had walked through darkness, so they could guide others toward the light. I chose you because I needed someone who had experienced hopelessness, so they could bring hope to the hopeless. Your scars are not signs of weakness. They are signs of strength. They are proof that you survived things that could have destroyed you. They are evidence that you are stronger than you know. They are credentials that qualify you to help others who are going through what you have already overcome. I chose you because of your authenticity. In a world full of people trying to be someone else, you have remained true to who you are. You haven't pretended to be perfect. You haven't put on masks to hide your flaws. You haven't tried to impress others with fake versions of yourself. You have been real, honest, vulnerable, and genuine. That authenticity is magnetic. People are drawn to realness. They are hungry for someone who will admit their struggles, share their fears, and be honest about their journey. They don't need another perfect person in their life. They need someone who has been where they are and can show them that it's possible to overcome. I chose you because of your compassion. Even when you have been hurting, you have noticed others who are hurting. Even when you have been struggling, you have had empathy for others who are struggling. Even when you have been going through your own storms, you have been willing to help others navigate theirs. That compassion is not weakness. It is strength. It is not a flaw. It is a gift. It is not something to be ashamed of. It is something to be proud of. It is one of the most beautiful qualities a person can have, and it is one of the main reasons I chose you. I chose you because of your unique combination of gifts and abilities. There is no one else in this world who has your exact mix of talents, experiences, perspectives, and heart. There is no one else who can reach the people you can reach. There is no one else who can solve the problems you can solve. There is no one else who can make the impact you can make. You may not see these gifts yet. You may not recognize how special your abilities are. You may think that what comes naturally to you is common and ordinary. But I want you to know that the things that seem easy to you are miraculous to others. The things that feel natural to you are supernatural to others. The things that you take for granted are exactly what someone else desperately needs. I chose you because of your timing. You were born at exactly the right time in history. You were placed in exactly the right location on Earth. You were given exactly the right family, the right experiences, the right challenges, and the right opportunities to prepare you for this moment. There are people in this world right now who need what only you can give them. There are problems in this world right now that only you can solve. There are hearts in this world right now that only you can touch. And the time for you to step into your purpose is now. I chose you because I knew you would not give up. I saw your determination even before you were born. I saw your persistence even before you faced your first challenge. I saw your resilience even before you experienced your first disappointment. I knew that no matter what life threw at you, you would keep fighting. That fighting spirit is not stubbornness. It is strength. It is not pride. It is perseverance. It is not foolishness. It is faith. It is the quality that separates champions from quitters, overcomers from victims, and world changers from spectators. I chose you because of your influence. You may not realize it, but you have influence over people that you haven't even met yet. Your story will inspire someone to keep going. Your testimony will give someone hope. Your example will show someone that change is possible. Your courage will give someone permission to be brave. Every person you encourage, every life you touch, every heart you heal, every soul you save, all of it multiplies. All of it spreads. All of it creates ripples that will continue long after you are gone. You are not just living for yourself. You are living for everyone who will be impacted by your life. I chose you because of your willingness to be broken so that my light could shine through you. You haven't tried to hide your cracks. You haven't tried to pretend you don't need help. You haven't tried to convince everyone that you have it all figured out. You have been willing to be vulnerable, to be real, to be human. That brokenness is not something to be ashamed of. It is something to be grateful for. It is what makes you relatable. It is what makes you approachable. It is what makes others feel safe to share their own struggles with you. It is what makes you effective in reaching hearts that perfect people could never reach. I chose you because I knew that when you finally understood your worth, you would help others understand their worth. I knew that when you finally discovered your purpose, you would help others discover their purpose. I knew that when you finally found your voice, you would use it to speak life into others. You are not just chosen for your own blessing. You are chosen to be a blessing. You are not just chosen for your own healing. You are chosen to be a healer. You are not just chosen for your own breakthrough. You are chosen to be a breakthrough for others. I chose you because of your faith. Even when you couldn't see the way, you kept believing there was a way. Even when you couldn't feel my presence, you kept believing I was there. Even when you couldn't understand my plan, you kept believing I had a plan. Even when you couldn't see the purpose in your pain, you kept believing there was a purpose. That faith is powerful. It moves mountains. It opens doors. It breaks chains. It heals bodies. It restores relationships. It changes circumstances. It transforms lives. And it is one of the most important reasons you were chosen. I chose you because I knew you would choose me. I knew that eventually, through all the confusion and pain and questioning, you would come to understand that I am good. I knew that eventually, you would surrender your life to me. I knew that eventually, you would say yes to my plan for your life. That choice to surrender is not weakness. It is wisdom. It is not giving up. It is giving in to something greater than yourself. It is not defeat. It is victory. It is the moment when your real life begins. I chose you because the world needs you. Not a perfect version of you. Not a different version of you. You. Exactly as you are. With your personality, your gifts, your experiences, your heart, your story. The world needs what only you can bring. There are people walking around today who are hopeless, and they need to hear your story of hope. There are people walking around today who are broken, and they need to see your example of healing. There are people walking around today who are lost, and they need you to show them the way. You were chosen for this moment. You were chosen for this generation. You were chosen for this purpose. And nothing that has happened to you has changed my mind about you. Nothing you have done has disqualified you from your calling. Nothing you have failed to do has removed you from my plan. Your purpose is not just a job. It is not just a career. It is not just a role. Your purpose is to love like I love. Your purpose is to heal like I heal. Your purpose is to hope like I hope. Your purpose is to be my hands and feet and voice in this world. This is why you were chosen. This is why you are here. This is why you have survived everything you have survived. This is why you have been given the gifts you have been given. This is why you have been placed where you have been placed. You are not just chosen. You are chosen for a reason. And that reason is beautiful, significant, and desperately needed in this world. Are you ready to embrace it? My beloved child, now that you understand you were chosen and why you were chosen, it's time for you to step into the fullness of who you are. It's time for you to stop living like you're just getting by and start living like the chosen one you are. It's time for you to stop hiding your light and start shining it brightly for all the world to see. The time for playing small is over. The time for doubting your worth is over. The time for questioning your purpose is over. The time for living in fear is over. Today marks the beginning of your new life as someone who fully embraces their chosen identity. I want you to understand something that will change how you walk through every day of your life. When I chose you, I didn't just give you a title. I gave you authority. I didn't just give you a calling. I gave you power. I didn't just give you a purpose. I gave you everything you need to fulfill that purpose. You are not chosen and then left to figure it out on your own. You are chosen and then equipped with divine backing. You are chosen and then surrounded with heavenly protection. You are chosen and then filled with supernatural strength. You are chosen and then given unlimited access to my wisdom, my provision, and my favor. When you walk into a room, you don't walk in alone. You walk in with the backing of heaven. When you face a challenge, you don't face it with just your own strength. You face it with divine power flowing through you. When you speak, you don't speak with just your own words. You speak with the authority of the one who chose you. This is what it means to live like a chosen one. You don't shrink back in fear. You step forward in confidence. You don't wonder if you're good enough. You know that I have made you more than enough. You don't question if you can handle what's ahead. You trust that I have already prepared you for everything you will face. I want you to wake up every morning with the awareness that you are chosen. Before your feet hit the floor, I want you to remember that you are not just starting another ordinary day. You are starting another day of walking in your divine destiny. You are starting another day of fulfilling your heavenly purpose. You are starting another day of being my representative on earth. When you look in the mirror, I want you to see what I see. I want you to see someone who has been handpicked by heaven. I want you to see someone who carries my presence wherever they go. I want you to see someone who has been given the power to make a difference in this world. When you get dressed, I want you to remember that you are not just putting on clothes. You are putting on the armor of the chosen. You are clothing yourself with dignity, strength, and purpose. You are preparing to go out into the world as my ambassador, my representative, my chosen vessel. When you step out of your house, I want you to walk with the confidence of someone who knows they are protected. You don't have to fear what the day might bring because you have divine protection surrounding you. You don't have to worry about what people might say because you have divine approval covering you. You don't have to stress about what might go wrong because you have divine provision going before you. The challenges you face are not obstacles to your destiny. They are opportunities to demonstrate the power that lives within you. The problems you encounter are not setbacks to your purpose. They are setups for your breakthrough. The difficulties you experience are not evidence that you are not chosen. They are evidence that you are being prepared for something greater. When people reject you, remember that their rejection doesn't change your election. When people overlook you, remember that their oversight doesn't affect your oversight. When people underestimate you, remember that their opinion doesn't diminish your anointing. You are chosen by heaven, and that choosing cannot be undone by earthly opinions. Your past mistakes do not disqualify you from your future calling. Your previous failures do not prevent your coming success. Your former weaknesses do not limit your present strength. You are chosen, and that choosing covers your past, empowers your present, and secures your future. I am transforming every broken place in your life into a source of strength. I am turning every painful experience into a testimony of triumph. I am converting every season of struggle into a story of victory. Nothing you have been through has been wasted. Everything you have experienced has been preparing you for this moment. The rejection you faced was preparing you to accept others who have been rejected. The abandonment you experienced was preparing you to provide security for those who feel abandoned. The loneliness you endured was preparing you to offer companionship to those who feel alone. The pain you survived was preparing you to bring healing to those who are hurting. You are not just chosen for blessing. You are chosen to be a blessing. You are not just chosen for healing. You are chosen to be a healer. You are not just chosen for breakthrough. You are chosen to be a breakthrough for others. Every good thing I do in your life is meant to flow through you to others. This is why you must stop hiding. This is why you must stop playing small. This is why you must stop doubting your worth. There are people in this world who need what only you can give them. There are hearts that only you can touch. There are lives that only you can change. And they are waiting for you to step into your chosen identity. When you speak words of encouragement, you are not just being nice. You are being obedient to your calling. When you show kindness to someone who is struggling, you are not just being helpful. You are being faithful to your purpose. When you pray for someone in need, you are not just being religious. You are being a conduit of my power. I am raising you up as a leader in this generation. I am positioning you to influence others for good. I am placing you in strategic locations where your light can shine brightest. I am opening doors for you that no one can shut. I am making ways for you where there seems to be no way. The favor that is on your life is not just for you. It is for everyone who will be blessed through you. The gifts that are in your life are not just for your benefit. They are for the benefit of all who will be touched by your ministry. The calling that is on your life is not just about your destiny. It is about the destiny of everyone who will be impacted by your obedience. You don't have to wait until you feel ready. You don't have to wait until you have it all figured out. You don't have to wait until you think you're good enough. You are ready now because I have made you ready. You are equipped now because I have equipped you. You are enough now because I have made you enough. Every time you choose to love instead of hate, you are walking in your chosen identity. Every time you choose to hope instead of despair, you are fulfilling your chosen purpose. Every time you choose to believe instead of doubt, you are demonstrating your chosen nature. Every time you choose to serve instead of being served, you are living as a chosen one. The world is watching, even when you don't realize it. They are watching to see if there is really something different about you. They are watching to see if your faith is real. They are watching to see if your hope is genuine. They are watching to see if your love is authentic. And through your life, they are seeing me. You are my letter to the world. You are my message to the lost. You are my demonstration of what it means to be chosen. You are my proof that transformation is possible. You are my evidence that there is hope for everyone. I am going to do such extraordinary things through your life that people will know it could only be me. I am going to open doors for you that you never thought possible. I am going to connect you with people who will change the trajectory of your life. I am going to provide resources for you that will amaze you. I am going to give you opportunities that will astound you. But more than all of that, I am going to use you to change lives. I am going to use you to heal hearts. I am going to use you to restore hope. I am going to use you to bring people into relationship with me. I am going to use you to demonstrate my love to a world that desperately needs to know they are loved. The time for preparation is over. The time for activation is now. The time for stepping into your destiny is today. You are no longer learning about your calling. You are living your calling. You are no longer discovering your purpose. You are walking in your purpose. You are no longer wondering about your worth. You are demonstrating your worth. I am removing every obstacle that has been in your way. I am breaking every chain that has held you back. I am silencing every voice that has spoken against you. I am opening every door that has been closed to you. I am making every crooked path straight for you. The season of struggle is ending. The season of breakthrough is beginning. The season of waiting is over. The season of walking in your destiny is starting. The season of hoping is finished. The season of experiencing is here. You are chosen. You are equipped. You are anointed. You are protected. You are provided for. You are loved beyond measure. You are destined for greatness. You are appointed for this time. You are positioned for impact. You are prepared for victory. Walk like you know who you are. Talk like you know whose you are. Live like you know why you are here. Love like you know how much you are loved. Serve like you know how blessed you are to serve. Give like you know how much you have been given. Your life is not ordinary. Your story is not common. Your destiny is not average. Your purpose is not small. Your impact is not limited. Your future is not uncertain. You are chosen by heaven, and that changes everything. The world needs what you have to offer. The kingdom needs what you have to contribute. The people in your life need what you have to give. And you have everything you need to fulfill your calling because you are chosen, equipped, and sent by the one who loves you most. This is your time. This is your season. This is your moment. Step into it with confidence, knowing that you are chosen by heaven and backed by divine power. Your greatest days are not behind you. They are ahead of you. Your best is not in your past. It is in your future. Your triumph is not a maybe. It is a certainty. You are chosen. You are loved. You are destined for greatness. Walk in it. Live in it. Embrace it. Share it. This is who you are. This is why you are here. This is your time to shine.